So today I wanted to do another video. This one I would say is more based on food and nutrition in general, because a lot of people ask me questions about that. And just in general, a lot of people have those questions about like what I should eat, what I shouldn't be eating, and just about food in general. So in a nutshell, basically I would say I pretty much like the main thing that I use like to focus my diet on is the lack of sugar, because if you go back in my other videos, you see my situation with like not having sugar and my whole take on that topic. But that's where I kind of stem it from, like making sure I'm not eating sugar and I'm not eating too much fat and too much greasy food. So that's why when people ask me, I usually say, you know, you can eat whatever you want, but just stay away from certain things more than other things in general. So what I usually eat in the morning, being on campus, usually I'll have like eggs. I'll get my protein in early. After that, I'll usually have like some fruit and then head to class. And then for lunch, usually I'll have like pasta to get some carbs in, or rice. And maybe I'll have like a burger, which I'm still trying to stay away from because it is really, really greasy and fatty. What else other than that? Like chicken is obviously good. Just try to stay away from certain things that we know are bad, like fried food, stuff that has a really, really bad rep, because it has a bad rep for a reason. So I would say, yeah, a lot of that stuff. And then for dinner, dinner will pretty much be like lunch for me most of the time. It'll be like, you know, hot food like pasta, chicken, rice, sometimes fruit. I'm not really big on salad, so I can't really say that. But honestly, yeah, it's not really a hard upkeep at all. So a lot of people, yeah, they ask that, and I tell them all the time, it's really, really not that complicated once you know different food groups. So in terms of the food groups, so you have your carbs, you have your proteins, and you have your fat. So your fat, so I usually like pretty much fatty food like cheese. Some parts of chicken are fat, not the chicken itself, but some parts of the chicken are more fatty. Cheese, a lot of dairy. Dairy is really, really fat, concentrated. Mainly those two, like dairy and, yeah, in a nutshell, pretty much just dairy. That's like that's the most of the fat, and butter, of course. And then after that, you have your proteins. So chicken, beans, quinoa, which is, you know, a thing that other people eat, but I don't really eat it that much. So, but it's similar to rice. Eggs, fish has it, carrots, a lot of foods have it. So you can check on nutrition labels and just search that up in Google, you know, what foods are high in protein. Yogurt, a lot of foods have protein in them. So after that, we get into our carbs. So the main carbs and starches, usually like potatoes, rice, pasta, stuff like that. Those are carbs, very starchy food. So shifting gears into, you know, what those foods do to you. So the thing with fats is that fats are, you know, what we use for warmth, because like our ancestors would have fat on their body to stay warm. And that's just something that even animals have as well. Like they have fat on themselves to stay warm and to survive. So a healthy body fat percentage, you know, it's healthy for a reason. You should have some fat on your body for health reasons. So that way when you get sick, you're still able to fight off. A lot of studies have shown that people with really, really low body fat, they tend to get sicker either quicker or it lasts longer. So that's the reason why we have body fat. So fats, like I said before, they're good in moderation. They're good to have on the body, but your body shouldn't be mainly fat. That's when you have other complications like with your, you know, your arteries like clogging and just other problems that people have. So moving on from the fats, we have the proteins. So the proteins are for muscle building, and those are just good to have. Those relates to cells, and they help cells like function, which is why we're alive. Proteins, yeah, those are really good for muscle building. They help you grow. They just help your muscles synthesize and helps the muscle up and keep you from being in a catabolic state where you're breaking down muscle. So having protein keeps you in an anabolic state, where that anabolic state is helping you build muscle, and the catabolic state is just making sure that you're losing muscle, or you're going down in some way. So just remember anabolic and catabolic. So yeah, those two, very important. So the third one is your carbs. Those are good for energy and muscular function. So we need carbs for energy, of course. Like every day you go out and you do stuff, you need your carbs just to have energy. But when it comes into the muscular part, that helps you like get through workouts, and that also helps the muscle grow. Because a lot of people think that you should mainly just focus on your protein. Everybody's like protein, 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 and I'm just like stop. Hammer time. Like just chill. Like actually understand that you need all the food groups together, and those two I feel like are really really important and are pretty much really essential for muscle group is protein and carbs. And like I said before, the carbs they help with they just help the muscle grow as well, and they give you energy. And a lot of people neglect it and they wonder why they don't grow. It's because you need carbs, and some people have the myth that carbs make you fat, which they do in excess, but you still need a certain amount, like I said, to have energy throughout the day and to work out and to grow. So that's pretty much my take on food and what you should and shouldn't eat in the 3 different food types in terms of fitness. So like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video.